Hi everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. I hope everybody's doing good this morning. Today's Friday, June 21st. My infusion went okay. She had trouble getting the IV, and they had trouble even getting my blood the day before. Sometimes it's just that way. I know it doesn't help if when you have blood work done or anything like that, if you're dehydrated. And I don't think I really was this time, but I have been. And it makes it does something to your veins and stuff when you're dehydrated. I mean, I think they roll more or something like that. But when she was getting my my blood, the girl, she got the vein and then it just quit. It wouldn't, nothing else would come out, and so she had to do another one, and she put it on my hand right here. And if y'all have ever had one of those on your hand, you know it doesn't feel, it hurts. I just can't put it any different way. It hurts, and because there's really nothing here, you know, just some skin and your bones. I mean, I guess you could have a little fat. Is that fat? I don't think so, not really. I've got kind of fat fingers. I always have had them though, but since my arthritis, especially, is it my left one? I think it looks like it's my right one. My right one's bigger, and I don't know if you can tell right now very good, but you can see like this one is. But anyway, yeah, it hurts when you have it anywhere on your hand. And then she ended up, she didn't get it over here, and then how do we end up with a bruise there? Or is that? Anyway, so then she did it right here, and it worked finally. So that was the most difficult part of it. I mean, but if you haven't seen the infusion video, well, you haven't, because it's coming out today. Normally I put it out the same day as I make it, but it's because we had Logan's Awesome Snack Reviews last night, so it'll be out today, the infusion video. And I got a good lunch again. Man, I like a hot lunch. Well, what they offer has been good so far. I wish they still had the fish dinner. Oh my gosh. But they had it on Fridays, and I'm going on Thursdays now. It got messed up somehow, my schedule. But they used to have a great fish dinner. Oh my gosh. And they're still going to be having us have it over there for quite a while. They're not anywhere near done remodeling the cancer center. And when it's done, we're going to go in a big, huge room. Is the way that it was at first, and then they changed it when COVID got worse, or really when COVID started big time. They changed it and moved to smaller rooms. I don't know why you were closer to people that way, if you ask me, but anyway, they had their reasons, I guess. And now they're going to redo that whole room. And what I liked was, now at the hospital you got a TV, but over there you didn't in that room. There was no TVs. But that big room, unless they changed it and, going to take them all out, it had TVs at every single stall, I guess you would call it. And they just had like the curtains that could go all the way around, or just, that was your barrier between people. But they could get a lot more people in there, than in a small room. But, in the small room, it was hard to film because I didn't want to be loud. And lots of times people are just asleep. If they have Benadryl, that makes you sleepy for sure. But I'm kind of going to be curious to see what it's going to be like when they get it all done over there. They had like a fire drill, not a drill. I mean, an alarm went off, and when I was leaving, 2 fire trucks pulled up, and they got their suits on and went inside. It probably had something to do with construction. I was talking to the nurse yesterday, and she said that she figured that too. Something happened, and there's a little fire or something. Anyway, okay. Currently it's 74. High today's 89. 1% chance of rain. What bother? And winds at 2 miles per hour. And oh, by the way, my little rabbit is getting bigger, but the one that really thinks I'm its father or something, uh, it's out here every morning. These tomatoes make a lot of shade under them, and you can tell it's like made it a little place. It's not dug down in there. It's just kind of got, you can tell a place where it's been laying, and it probably feels pretty cool to it. It's so hot, but it's 6 foot away from my carrots, and it's not eating them. Now, it nibbled on some, or something did. I didn't see what. Nibbled on some of them, but it's not eating them. I got my plastic rubber snake in there. I don't know if that helps, but it's just 6 foot away from them, didn't touch them. So I don't know if it's smart enough to know that, for it to know that I get mad when it's in certain spots. I don't ever hit it or anything. I'll swing my stake at the ground, and it just looks at me. I have to walk up to it and go on, move, or kind of nudge it with the stake, and it'll run down out in the yard, in the middle of the yard over there. But, you know, it's pretty smart. I mean, because it's got to feel cooler under them tomatoes than it does out anywhere out in the sun. Okay, here's jokes before I start rambling on forever. What is the definition of a bachelor? A man who doesn't have to leave the party just as he's beginning to enjoy himself. Okay. A dog ran into a butcher shop and grabbed a roast off the counter. Fortunately, the butcher recognized the dog as belonging to a neighbor of his. The neighbor happened to be a lawyer. Incensed by the theft, the butcher called up his neighbor and said, "If your dog stole a roast from my butcher shop, would you be liable for the cost of the meat?" The lawyer replied, "Of course. How much was the cost?" $7.98, said the butcher. That's cheap for a roast. Must have been about this big. A few days later, the butcher received a check in the mail for $7.98. Attached to it was an invoice that read, "Legal consultation service, $150." He did ask him. He did ask him a question. And my throat's, it gets this way after my infusion. Usually it's better, a little bit better by in the morning, but my voice gets raspy. Just, it does it every time, and I can't sleep the night, like last night. I couldn't sleep, and you know, I just feel beat up. I feel really tired, and my joints and stuff are going to be sore for a few days. And then I start getting better. And then it's time to go back. But I just, you know, I just work through it. You know, I mean, I've been doing it so long, having it done for so long. It's much better than anything I was going through before I had these infusions. It was terrible. I was on the couch most of the time, cramping all the time. Oh my gosh. You try cramping for, you know, 24/7, and you get so sore down there, you can't stand it. It's awful. And really, even pain meds don't really help that type of pain like that. They just don't. Not for me, they didn't. Okay, the thought of the day is from William Lowe Bryan. I don't know him. A college education is one of the few things a person is willing to pay for and not get. If you don't pay attention, you're not getting it, you know. If you don't remember anything or anything. Okay, let's see. What happened to... I had it down this way. Let's try this. I didn't see this one before. But let's see. This will be good, I think. What? Why is it saying the same? I guess that will work now. Take a ride down memory lane with this quiz on iconic 70s and 80s cars. Okay, I didn't know it was going to all be about cars, but we'll see. What does the word Volkswagen translate to in English? Safe car, best car, fast car, people's car. I think I've heard this. I've seen I don't know if it was just about Volkswagens or, you know, the Beetle or whatever, when they were first made and stuff. They were really a army vehicle or whatever, you know, a military vehicle. But it's safe car, best car, fast car, people's car. It's people's car. Right. That's right. Volkswagen, or VW for short, is a car company from Germany. The word Volkswagen means people's car in German. Okay, that's enough of that. Which of these was a popular car in the 1970s? Ooh, I like that. That's a Charger, I believe. But that's the new one. It looks like the new one. If that's the old one, it's really fixed up nice. So which was the popular car in the 1970s? Lamborghini Diablo, Ford KA. What's a KA? What's a Ford KA? Dodge Challenger, Ferrari F50. I don't know what a KA is. Ford KA. That's a Challenger, not a Charger. That's right. That picture is. I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to say Dodge Challenger. Right. While many of the other classics of the era were well past their first generations, the 1970 Dodge Challenger was just getting started. It also happened to be one of the most popular vehicles of the era, thanks to its impressive performance. I loved them. I never did get one, though. I had a Mustang, 67, I believe. It was nice. Gave it away for near nothing. Which of these car brands is famous for building the Testarossa model? Honda, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Alfa Romeo. Testarossa. Oh my gosh. Okay, I've heard this before, but I'm not remembering it very well. I'm going to say Lamborghini. No, it's Ferrari. I was torn between the two, but it's Ferrari, so I missed this one. The Ferrari Testarossa is a 12-cylinder marvel of automotive engineering that roared onto the scene in 1984 and dominated the sports car stage until 1996. Wow. Okay. Which of these is a high-end sports car? It shows a nice sports car. High-end sports car. Lexus, Corolla, Lamborghini, Sentra. Really, a Corolla? They're nice little cars. I like the what is it? What's the other one besides Corolla? Anyway, Lexus, Corolla, Lamborghini, Sentra. I didn't ask anything. ALEXA just popped up there for a second. Okay, I'm going to say it's Lamborghini. Yeah. Automobili Lamborghini SPA is an Italian brand and manufacturer of luxury sports cars and SUVs. Founded the company in 1963 to produce a refined grand touring car to compete with offerings from established marques such as Ferrari. Okay, which of these Buick models was manufactured from 1971 to 73? I don't think that's it. That's an older one. It's nice. Real nice. Oh, I love that. Okay, which one was manufactured from 71 to 73? Riata, Boat Tail Riviera, Enclave, Envision. Man, I'm 71. 71. I don't know if they still had like that, the boat tail thing, but I haven't heard of these other ones. The Riviera was a long time ago, and like I said, I think I've heard of Enclave, but I don't know what it is. I can't picture it. I'm going to go with Boat Tail Riviera. That's right. The Buick Boattail Riviera models were only manufactured from 71 to 73. During the energy crisis of 73, larger vehicles began to disappear as new emissions controls and standards came into effect. I'm trying to think of what my dad had. He had the biggest car that I first drove, and that thing, I got it stuck one time. I made a wrong turn, and then I was in a neighborhood, and I did not know, we hadn't lived here that long, and I went to turn around at like a dead end. There was house on the left, house on the right, but there was ditches on both sides, and when I backed that big thing around, I couldn't get it. I was trying to go like this and this and this and this and this to get out. Well, there was a drain thing down there, with a sewer, with a lid on it and everything round, that car just went down all of a sudden, and I back in that ditch, and it was like on top of that sewer. That's probably what kept the car from falling further down, because it was raised up. The drain thing, it wasn't flush to the ground. So needless to say, the tires wouldn't even, they would just spin, So I had to go to somebody's house. We didn't have cell phones back then. Had to go to one of those people's house, and I went to the one that I backed into, and I said, "Sir, I got turned around, and I tried backing my car out and turning it around. When I got down I was going into it, and it was kind of narrow anyway, and then I had to try to turn it around. It was impossible. Their driveways were at the front, so I couldn't, And the guy, he didn't seem happy, but he didn't give me a hard time, really. And called a wrecker. And this is my dad's car. And he's like, "So you tried to turn around back in here, huh?" I was like, "Yeah, I really hadn't been driving that long, and I thought I could get it turned around. It's just so big." He got it out for me, and I had to pay him something like, I don't know how much. He taught me a lesson. I think I gave him everything I had. This is what it was. I think it was like $40, and I think I had like $37.25 or something. But just brought that story back, so you got a free story time today, everybody. That's just one. Oh my goodness. Okay, where am I? Okay, so we got that one. No, it wasn't. Yeah, I got it. What sort of car was Kit in the 1982 TV show Knight Rider? Shelby GT 350, AMX3, Oldsmobile 442, and another car that I've had two of, Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. I had the one from Smokey and the Bandit with the T-top, black, gold trim, sparkly gold trim all over it, and I think it was a 5-speed or something. And then I had an 86 with a T-top as well, and that thing had like a 5.5 liter in it. Something. It was 5-speed. It's crazy. So anyway, I know what this is because I watched Knight Rider and I had one. Trans Am. Kit, or Kit, K-I-T-T, is the short name of two fictional characters from the adventure franchise Knight Rider. In both instances, Kit is an artificially intelligent electronic computer module in the body of a highly advanced, very mobile, robotic automobile. Michael. Don't do that, Michael. Turn off the windshield wipers, Michael. You remember that? It may not have said that. It just sounds like something to say. 5 right and 1 wrong. I'm moving a little late today because I told that story. Which of these was the manufacturer of the Seville from 76 to 79? And this looks a lot like my my Mustang. I wonder what year that is. The Seville. Audi, Cadillac, Ferrari, BMW, and my Joy's mother. No, she had a Coupe de Ville. Coupe de Ville, I think it was called. And And believe it or not, when her, I mean, that car, it was brand new, and you know, she passed away, and the bank came and got it. It was in there for them to, I don't know why. I don't know what happened with it. And then they sold it to one of their executives there, so that wasn't very cool. But it was technically legal, I guess. Just one of them things, you know. Okay. So anyway, it's Cadillac. Yeah. The 76 to 79 Cadillac Seville introduced a new kind of luxury car. Bigger had always been better in the American luxury car market, in which Cadillac flourished. Okay, 6 right, 1 wrong. I got 3 more. Which of these car brand logos featured a 3-pointed star? Mercedes-Benz, Ferrari, Alfa Romeo, Bugatti. A 3-pointed star, is it? I think it's Mercedes, isn't it? Yeah. The 3-pointed star of the Mercedes-Benz logo has become the epitome of excellence in car brand logos. Which of these automotive manufacturers was founded in 1970? It shows a nice Porsche there. I believe that's what it is. Founded in 70. BMW, Jaguar, Ford, Mitsubishi. I'm going to go with, I think BMW, Jaguar, and Ford have been around a long time. I know Ford had. So Mitsubishi. Yeah. Mitsubishi Motors is a Japanese automotive company founded by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries on April 22, 1970. Got one more. 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Escort, Sierra, and Fiesta are popular cars of which of these brands? Look at this. I love old cars, by the way. I watch a lot of different things on cars. Peugeot, Mazda, Ford, Chevrolet. Escort, Sierra, Fiesta. So I'm going to say Ford. Yep. The 80s had its moments then, especially in terms of sales for Ford, who had 50% of the top 10 best-selling cars in that era. These included Orion, Cortina, I don't know those two, Sierra, Fiesta, and Escort. Okay, I got 9 right and 1 wrong today. Sorry about my voice. It's wanting to act up after my infusion. So I hope y'all enjoyed this morning's coffee break. Sorry I ran a little late. Got to telling them stories, you know. So anyway, if you did enjoy it, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already. And share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Check out my infusion video today. I got the room that had the great view of the mountains. So check that out later on. I hope everybody has a great day and a great morning. And God bless.